Salutations, this is Grim Devel. Welcome to our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress version 43.05. I am really excited about playing another season of Dwarf Fortress with you guys. So our very first game that we ever played on my Let's Play channel back in March, I think, was Dwarf Fortress. But that was kind of a weird game because we had decided to do like an island embark, and there was an aquifer, and we pretty much spent the whole time trying to get through that aquifer. And it just didn't feel like a real full game of Dwarf Fortress. It didn't feel very normal, not that there ever is really a normal game of Dwarf Fortress. So if you don't know about this game, we are going to start by creating a new world. And this process does take a little bit of time. By the way, I am playing with the Nagidal font with beards. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is not the base font. It is but it is based on the base font, the Curses font. Which is in itself based on code page 437, the like original like Microsoft font, or actually it goes back even before that to like I think even Wang computers. But anyway, I don't like to play with graphical tile sets. I know that for some people this makes it hard, but I really appreciate the ASCII art aspect of Dwarf Fortress, and so. I hope you enjoyed this font. The world size, it doesn't really matter too much. It matters more for adventure mode. We're just going to go for small. It shouldn't affect too much. It just means there's going to be a lot more stuff, and it'll take longer to generate the world. But we're going to keep... so history, obviously, very short. Takes a much shorter to generate the world. Very long takes a very long time. But you know, practically speaking, very long... means that all the mythological creatures have, for the most part, died out. And a lot of civilizations, too. Very short means there are a lot of young civilizations, and there are tons of mythological creatures. We're gonna have everything set on medium. I'm going to be playing an evil biome. I've never played an evil biome before. Now, I thought about maybe doing high savagery instead of evil, but I think high savagery with evil would be too much, and I think I'd rather do evil. So I thought about doing high savagery or very high, but I think I'm just going to stick with medium. If there's some level of savagery or high savagery, like combined with our evil biome, as long as it doesn't seem a little too crazy or more than I can handle, I think that'll be fine. So basically everything right down the middle, medium settings. And we're going to hit go. And it's going to take a little while to build this world. I will put in a little break here, but let me just say, like, I'm just super excited to play this game. I have, like, just so you know, as we play this game, I have some auto setting. I have, like, auto saving per season, so you'll see some little breaks there. Obviously, you can see the FPS counter in the top. I like to keep that on so I know when something is really eating up the processor. Like, in this game, if you've never played before, even though it's very graphically simple, sometimes you do stuff that just destroys your computer. So that's really just for a warning. You can see now, right now, it's one frame per second because it's doing all of the world creation. And I think we're going up to year 250 in the medium play. So yeah, we're gonna come back in a second and we're gonna choose an embarkation site, and that's gonna be great. So I'll see you soon. All right, so here we are. Our world has been created. It is called Zetsu Smata, the Enchanted Realms. The Enchanted Realms, very nice. Right now we are looking at the Continent of Peace and the Last Desert. But yeah, we can look all around here. I guess this world looks fine to me. I'm sure we can find a suitable place to embark. It looks like just one big... Oh no, there are a couple of like continents here that aren't part of the main landmass, or at least one. There's one... this big island here is all separated from the rest of it. We have a peninsula here, but for the most part, it's one big island, and that's cool. One big, like, Pangea sort of thing. That's fine. Yeah, I say we accept it. Enter. So now it's going to do this whole thing, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay, here we are. We can now start playing. And we are going to play in Dwarf Fortress mode, as opposed to adventurer mode. And it's going to load the world. This won't take too long. And here we go. So, right, it starts out 2 weeks after every time you either start a new game or retire or die and begin a new game. It progresses 2 weeks' time. Okay, so here we are. Let's see. Now, obviously, I don't start new games of Dwarf Fortress all that often, so this always takes a little bit of time to remember how to do this. We are going to look for evil. So find desired location. Evil high. Yeah, high evil. We don't care about any of the stuff, but no aquifer. That's important. Everything else we can just kind of look at as we survey. Do a search. Okay. It's searching all the areas, all the regions. A lot of evil. A lot of evil here. Okay, actually not too... All right, so not too bad. Not too bad. Evil places with no aquifer. So let's browse the results. Okay. So over here... Now, this is near all these purple areas. These are all goblin, like, civilizations, I think. And up here... This might be hard because not only is it evil, but it is an ice biome. I've never played an ice biome, but I feel like the first time I do an ice biome, I probably won't also want to be my first evil biome. I think we'll probably be better closer to the goblins. Maybe not right in the goblin civilization. F1 and F2. Oh, there are a couple of biomes here. I see. A couple of different biomes, which might be interesting. We can also resize the area that we're looking at, but let's see. An E is Embark. Yeah, I'm not sure how big. 4x4 might be fine. Let's see. So this is a little mountainous. Terrifying. What is here? The dune. So we have the Hill of Ruin. The Dune of Tornadoes. Those are untamed wilds. And wood. So the evil is in the terrifying place, the Hill of Ruin, is woodland, temperate woodland, with moderate vegetation, shallow metals, deep metals, little soil. That's not bad. We also have clay over here. That might be better. Let's see. Really only one kind of biome over here. Here we have no clay. We still have those metals. There's no flux stone either. It would be ideal if we could have some flux stone as well. Flux stone layer, but we don't want an aquifer. Can we also clear the find results? Find desired location. So we're going to have high savagery, no aquifer, and a flux stone layer. Is there anything? Flux stone is stone that you can use to smelt steel. Oh. I think that means no, there's none. Now, evil and an aquifer isn't bad if there's also like a multiple, like another biome within where we embark, where we can get through, where there is no aquifer. So let me just try aquifer stone, or I mean flux stone, yes, and aquifer, I don't care. Oh, we could also increase the dimensions. Let's do 6x6 just to see if that changes things a bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Flux stone layer, evil, do search. Here we go. Come on, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. Stop. Okay, a few places here. So let's browse the results. It's cool. It would be cool to be by the ocean. So these are aquifers, but there are multiple biomes here, and as long as one of them doesn't have an aquifer, like this one. This one has an aquifer in the evil biome, but in the ocean, well, okay, so the ocean doesn't have an aquifer, which is kind of interesting. But it also has flux stone, soil. All right, we're going to take a look. We're going to keep looking around here. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, that's still ocean. Okay. So when ocean doesn't have an aquifer, I guess as long as the ocean and the aquifer aren't on the same level, I guess that would be fine. All right, let's look down here, not by the ocean. Just looking for multiple biomes here. Everything has an aquifer so far. I'm toggling between the F1, F2, and F3 keys to check multiple biomes. Okay, so nothing over there. How about over yonder? Yeah, I guess. All right, let's look at the ice up here, I guess. If there's something that's not quite freezing. This is all freezing. Ooh, so this is interesting. This is part evil, part untamed, and part good. And the evil part has ice, but no aquifer, and the others have aquifers. Very deep soil. So there are badlands, tundra, and glacier. All freezing temperature. But that might be interesting. No trees, scarce trees in the joyous wild. I'm really tempted to do this. If we can find an intersection here, and it looks like we can. Ooh, so the blizzard of burying, the socketed blizzards, and the dune of cavorting. I'm going to resize. If I can remember how to resize here. There we go. And H. So 4x4 is probably, whoops, is probably, whoop, fine. And then I want to move it around. There we go. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. So this would be on all of them. I think I want to make sure that we have plenty near on the ice one, because that's where we're going to have to go down, because that's the one that doesn't have an aquifer. Okay, so there are 6 squares there, and that is the terrifying one too. And then over here, then we have 5 that are good, 5 that are normal, and 6 that are evil, but ice. Okay, I think I like this. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Embark. Salt water. You may have selected an area with salt water. It may be very difficult to survive here. And there's an aquifer, but we know that. Is it all salt water? Well, it's all freezing, so water's going to be hard to come by in the first place. We're going to have to dig down immediately. So that's okay. We know these things. Now, we could... So last time we prepared for the journey carefully, and I don't know if I want to do that anymore, although we are going to be playing an evil biome. You know what? I am going to prepare carefully. And I am going to do this off camera because this takes a very long time. So I'll be back in just a few minutes, or I'll be back for you instantly. Here we go. All right, we're back, and you can see what I've done. We have 7 dwarves, as always. You always start with 7 dwarves. I tried to do a decent cross section of skills. We have someone that's a carpenter / bowyer / woodcrafter. And that person has a little bit of animal training. This would also be our appraiser, so this would be the person doing our trading. And I gave them a point in leader. This would ideally be our expedition leader. Although you never know, how things are going to play out that way. Then we have another one that does cross... But no, let's go to the top here. Wood cutting. This is mainly our woodcutter and clothier and leatherworker. And I gave this person some archery skill as well. Dwarf, the dwarf. Here we have a mason with a little bit of smithing skill. This person also has a little bit of light doctoring. We have our first miner here, who also does engraving and mechanics. This person also does a little bit of archery. So we have 2 archers so far. Here we have our grower / cook, and this person I gave a skill in swords, although we are not bringing a sword. We will have to make one at some point. Although I should probably do... I think axes are generally better. We don't have... I mean, we have an axe, but it's for the woodcutter. But maybe I will take away the swordsman. I think axes are generally better. Let's just go axe. Here we have our grower / brewer. So we have 2 people growing, meaning like farming. And then this person is a dedicated brewer, a very good brewer. because brewing is very important to make sure your dwarves have plenty of alcohol. And lastly, we have another miner who also does a little build designing, some wood burning and furnace stuff. Oh yeah, and I gave him a point in spearman. I think that's fine, but we, again, don't have a spear right now. And then when we look at our items, so Dwarf Fortress, when you do a manual embark, if you just bring one of something, you often get an entire container that comes with that one of something, like a bag or a barrel. So we have a lot of that when it comes to meat and food. I am bringing 2 turkey, a male and female turkeys, just like the last game we did. That'll be good for egg and meat production. I'm bringing a couple of alpacas for shearing and for milk. Also bringing a couple of dogs for guarding and cats for vermin control. Then we have, I am bringing 2 crossbows for 2 archers because we do want some defense, this being an evil biome, etc. And a few bolts just to start with. That axe is for our woodcutter. And then we have a couple of picks for our miners. Always start with an anvil. Otherwise, you are pretty much up the creek. And then we have just a bunch of seeds and bags and stuff. Or not too many bags, just 1 bag here. We should be getting a lot of bags for other stuff. But this is just an assurance. Some cloth and thread and ropes, etc. 1 wheelbarrow, 2 buckets. And I think that's about it. So there we go. Let's start. And I did not change the fort name or the group name. I like all that to be randomly generated. Let us embark. I did save this profile, by the way. So I hit E, but it does often take a little bit of time here. There we go. You have arrived! After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Akimolon. I don't know how you pronounce the A with an accent. Akimolon? I'm just going to say Akimolon. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the dingoes get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, Metulalith, or crossbolts. Strike the earth. Crossbolts, that's suitable that we brought 2 crossbow dwarves. Okay, great. What's going on? Why is everything black? Oh, it says not responding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's just loading. All right, we'll come back in a second. Okay, so here we are. Sorry about the little interruption. I don't know why it took so long to load this screen. I don't remember it doing that. Okay, so first, let's move that over there. Well, actually, let's look at this. So this is the entirety of the map here. So we have down here... we have down here... So we have a couple of biomes. Over here is our ice, and this is evil, but it is also where we can dig down. Then over... to the right, I think we have a little bit... I thought we had some wood, some sparse wood. Here we go. Over here, down to the right and to the south. Basically to the south, we have a little bit of woodland. And that is... you can see some trees. Very sparse trees. But there are a few that we can use to make beds. I'm not sure how often those will grow. We might have to buy some wood. But we do have some trees that we can use. And then up and to the right, we have another biome, which... if memory serves, is just is this the one that's good, the good biome, and then to the left we have evil? I think that might be the case. I can't remember how to look at the biomes here. Although if I hit L, no. Always takes me a little while to get used to the interface here again. Let's see. So here we go. Let us... Oh, it's K, right. I always forget. K. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if you can look at the biomes once you're here, but we do know that this top left space is ice. I really wish it would show you what the name of the biome was on this part of the map. Oh well. It is what it is. Here we are. And I think the thing to do, because this is basically pretty flat. I mean, we are kind of on a hill here, and I guess that's nice that we're on a little bit of a hill. Or at least to the left is a little bit of a divot into... It's just like it's just ice. I think this is tundra here. No, it's snow. Snow-covered ice. That's what it is. And we're going to try to dig down there, I suppose. We do have a little frozen river here. Ice. It's just ice right now. Over here is sand, which is really good. So this is... we can use sand to make glass. If we have, you know, a way to make, smelt it. I think what we're going to want to do, A, because this is evil, and B, because there's not much on the surface, is we're going to want to dig down very far and very early. Hopefully find magma, make some magma furnaces, and from there, we should be able to start smelting some of the sand, which would be very nice for us. A lot of sand. A lot of sand all over here. Limestone, sand. So you notice over here, the vegetation looks a little different. I don't see any green over here up to the right. I think this is the good part. And then down here to the south, you do get a little bit of green. Along with the sand, we are seeing dense needle grass, baby toes succulent. So we might even be able to harvest some of this stuff. White sand, but this is where we have our trees. We have some saguaro trees. Saguaro. Highwood, and I think that might be it. Yeah, highwood and saguaro. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, saguaro. Okay, cool. So because we want to go down immediately, I think. There we go. Let's make sure, I want to make sure that we are over the ice part where there's no aquifer. Otherwise, we're going to get in big trouble. So we're going to dig down over the ice, and I guess on top of this hill is a good place. Although what we could do is we could actually go down here and dig into the mountain a little bit. And that might be good. Huh. It's an idea. But I think I want... So one thing we could do is we could just dig straight down, just build like a hatch, right? And everything goes in through the hatch. And that might be the way to go. Or we dig into the side of this hill and have everything go in that way, and then build a staircase there and build a drawbridge. So last time we actually went straight down. We didn't go into a hill or anything like that. So maybe we will do that this time, just to start out here. It does mean our entrance is going to be pretty... I mean, we want our entrance to be up and to the left anyway, and this does kind of assure it. So I think I am going to do that. Let's create a wait. We're going to mine a little bit here. Designate mine, and how do we want to... I think right in here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's get rid of these 3. Actually, no, I want people to be able to come through, caravan, like wagons that are 3x3 to be able to come in through here. Okay. So let's build a little tunnel going this way. And once we do that, we will build a little place for wagons, for caravans, and then we will continue going in. And we might even build a hatch on top here. But I do want to make sure that when we start going down, wherever we build our, like, downward staircase, it'll probably be... So our downward staircase, I think, is going to be up here. So that we can go straight down there. Is that going to be enough room? You know what? I mean, I guess it's fine. I think that'll... Whoops. I think there'll be enough space. You don't want people to have to walk too far to get outdoors. Although we could also build another way that goes up. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking I might extend this a bit. Here we go. Okay, that's good. I like this long corridor, and then I think maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here, we'll build a staircase. And then we will also build an area to store all of our things. And that, I think, will be over here. Just a big area like that. Okay. I think that'll be fine. So people should get started right away, I think. Well, first let me set this as a hotspot, if I remember how to do that. Is that H? And we're gonna say that this is, whoops, F. Nope. How do I get down to hockey 2? Zoom here? But where? Oh. F2. Oh, there we go. F2, zoom here. Oh. And I already messed up the zooming for F1. This is F1, although people should be moving here. Let me pause it quickly. That's going to be H. And we are on F1, and we hit zoom here. Great, so now I can go there, hit F1, go back to here. Okay, so all these people, we need to assign them stuff to do. So every time I play this, it takes me a little bit to remember all the, like, as you may have guessed, if you haven't like seen Dwarf Fortress before, the user interface is awful in a great way. I kind of love it, but it just takes a while to get used to every time I play. So let's go to how do I get the dwarves? Is it you? I want to say you. Okay, here are the dwarves. 2 of them are digging. They already are assigned to mining. People should automatically be assigned to stuff they have skills for. Go to unit. Yeah, here we go. So this is one way to do it. So skilled carpenter. We want to go to labor. No. Wait, is this right? General? What is wrong with me? It has been way too long since we played this. Job list. All right, that's something. So you guys don't have a job. Expedition leader, woodcutter. Yeah. So let's, I think that's what we want is to look at our dwarves. View unit. Oh, cool. So we could meet all of our dwarves, but unlike the last time we played a game, I had set it so that we kind of played so that we wouldn't get any migrants, and we just played with our original 7 dwarves. We're not doing that this time, because that got a little ridiculous. So I'm not going to like pay too much attention to every single dwarf and everything they like. If you guys are really interested in seeing that, we can do a very brief kind of get to know them where I will show you everyone's screen. Also, as we grow, I don't play Dwarf Fortress modded, and I usually don't use any external tools. However, if we get too many migrants, I might start using Dwarf Therapist, Dwarven Therapist to just do job assignment and stuff, because otherwise things get a little crazy. So if we go here to general, no, labor, no. What is wrong with me? How do we... No. Come on. I cannot remember for the life of me how to give them... How to, like, activate and deactivate jobs. View job. No. Go to unit. We're looking at labor. There's all this stuff. G is general. I is inventory. P. Oh, P. There we go. P for preference, or profession. P is for profession. And then labor. There we go. So you have... everyone that has a skill in something should have that thing activated. Should be. So let's also assign some trees to cut down for our woodcutter. Now, we don't have a lot of trees. And I don't think you can I don't think you can plant trees. Chop down trees. But we're gonna need some wood, because we did not start with any. All right, chopping down a couple of trees there. We might need to chop down all of these. Maybe we'll just chop down the bigger ones, actually. Maybe we want to leave the smaller ones, or although that might just be the type. Actually, no, that's a decent-sized tree. I think these trees are max size. Are there any trees over here? A little bit. But I think the ones we have designated are going to be fine. So our woodcutter should be working on that. And yeah, one's already set to do that. Great. So what else do we need? After we do our mining, which they are doing right here, and we can take a look. This is just ice. We should be able to build stuff out of ice, actually. I've never done that. I've never played an ice biome. So this will be a new experience for me as well, or an evil biome. But I'm really excited about what it has to bring us. And this is all white sand right here. Snow-covered ice, but then we have white sand. Now, I think wherever the white sand is might be the other biome. So I want to make sure that when we dig downward, it's below the ice and not the sand. And it looks like we're going to be fine there if we do that. So that's good. Very good. Now, this being evil, we should get some crazy things like stuff, like weird things falling from the sky. We do have some lizards here. That's interesting. A colony of bumblebees. Bumblebees, as we learned last time we played, are not the same as honeybees, unfortunately. We want honeybees. Bumblebees don't do much for us. Ooh. Camels. Oh. That's very nice. I think we're going to be okay on food for a while. I don't think we need to set to hunt these. We could also try to tame these, maybe? And I don't know, so we have some animals. We want to make sure that we have them, like, assigned to, I don't know if they need to graze. Like, they can't graze on snow, so I don't know if we need to give them a place inside here to graze. Maybe they have to be kept outdoors? If that's the case, I guess where they are right now would make sense. Where are the animals? That's a good question. Let's set up a little stockpile here. That's going to be not stockpile. Oh yeah, we have some positions. Let's set our one bookkeeper up. I think that's going to be someone has. Oh, no one has any skill in that. But I think the expedition leader should be able to do that. Oh, you need an office and stuff. Okay, forget it for now. No. Replace. There we go. Nope. Replace with leave vacant. Chief Medical Dwarf. We do have someone with some relevant skill. That's you. You don't need anything for that. Manager. That's what I want. And that's going to be the expedition. Nope, you do require something. I always forget. Replace. Leave vacant. Hammer, Sheriff, Militia Commander. We'll leave all those vacant. Maybe it's the broker that doesn't need anything. Oh, you're the novice appraiser. Yeah, you're the one. Okay, great. That's what I wanted. Okie doke. So you are cutting away. Oh, we do have the animals right here. Right. I was not looking at the right place. Okay, so if these animals need to graze, we might need to do it down here. Do we set up a temporary pen? The thing is, if we get attacked by something evil, they might just kill all the animals immediately. But for the time being, let's make not a stockpile, a zone. I is zones, and let's just do that here. And this is going to be a pen / pasture, and we're going to put in our alpacas and our yaks. These yaks we got for free. We'll probably end up slaughtering them. There's just 2 females. It's random what you get. They came with the wagon. The turkeys we are going to put indoors once we get a couple of nest boxes, and we will be able to work on those pretty soon. I wonder if you can build that stuff out of ice. I wonder what you need to build. I'm going to have to, after we're done with this first game session, I'm going to have to look up, how to do certain things like what you need to build stuff out of ice. Let's build a refuse pile also. This is also going to be a zone. We're going to put it outdoors here. Kind of not too far from where we are. That's going to be fine. This is for garbage dump. Great. Now, is that the same thing as a stockpile for refuse? I'm not sure, but maybe we also make that the same thing. This is going to be refuse. And then I might want these other doors to start just hauling stuff over here. So for the time being, I'm going to put in a stockpile just right here. And everyone will move stuff there. And this is going to be everything, I think. Can I do everything? Custom stockpile with custom settings. Just so they can start moving stuff, and then we'll move it into indoors when we can. We're going to enable everything, I think. Except for refuse. We already have a refuse one. Disable. Also, no stone. But everything else, I think we want to put in here. Great. So, do that. And we can also, now that that's done, I think we can take this wagon and decommission it. So to do that, we are going to designate. We are going to remove construction. And it's going to be... Did that do it? I think so. Is it removed? What are all these X's? A pile of vomit. Oh, why are they vomiting? Uh-oh. I have a feeling this might have to do with our evil biome. What is this? Colony of bumblebees. A lot of vomit. What is this tea? That's a turkey, right? Turkey gobbler. A smear of rotten muck. Is the rotten muck falling from the sky? I think rotten muck... I think the rotten muck has to do with the evilness of this biome and is making everyone throw up. That's not great. So let's definitely try to get everyone inside as fast as possible. Okay. Hopefully it won't slow them down too much. These guys are mining as fast as they can. And you know what, with that, I think this is probably, now that we've kind of realized what kind of evilness we have in this biome and how disgusting it is, I think we're going to call this a good place to stop our first episode. So thank you for watching, everybody. This being a new series, if you could share the series, if you like it, please share it. That would be awesome. Obviously, like the episode. Please subscribe. Please leave comments as the series continues. I really want to know what you think about our progress and what we're doing. And actually, hold on. I know there's a way to like view rooms building. I think I didn't actually decommission that wagon correctly. I think you have to look at it as a, is it V? Yeah. No, maybe not. Well, I'll figure it out next time. So anyway, I really enjoyed playing this with you. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the series, assuming we don't all die immediately. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.